Well, like to thank the founders of ALF, Nick and Ian, for inviting me to play for them. And, let's see, I'd like to thank all the people that came to the concert. Thanks for coming.
Astounding stuff. It was quite something, the way everybody pitched in and made sure the bouquets of flowers were in the right place. And that the weren't pointing at the microphones. And I mean, I even took a day off of school, which was like quite a stretch, just to make sure everything got put into place and everything. The show itself, the execution was amazing. Everybody pitched in one way or another.
The show, that was an incredible experience. We went there thinking that it just wouldn't be as good as we thought it would be. It was amazing. We went in there. We remembered what to play. I have a condition which doctors call stage fright, and when it comes to me speaking publicly or even singing, this is my first time singing on my own in front of a large group of people, and I feel that it went well. I think I really touched the crowd. I was going for communication with the teens that were there, and just to let them know I'm on the level with them. I understand their problems, I understand their wants, their needs. Rain gets everywhere. It gets in my hair. See, I was walking down the street, planning on seeing cool people to meet, but it started to rain. R-A-I-N. Would you guys spell that for me again? And my friend Ryan, he's a cool guy. He's got dreads everywhere, one covering his eye. It started to rain again and again. I stepped in a puddle. That's why I'm wearing shorts today. I got nothing. Thank you. Yeah!
Alright, my name is Jamie Fair. I'm a roadie with the band ALF. I'm also a roommate with Nicholas Cooey, the lead Asian of this band, the lead vocalist. It's not a real huge surprise for me this band broke up. Personally, I'd like to pinpoint Joel Schultz as the key ringleader of this breakup. He was just a real jerk when it came to being on stage. He wouldn't even stand up at the show. Like, really, what kind of a bass player sits while playing live?
A bass player that sits while he plays. Where's the sense in that? You see the bass player for Led Zeppelin sitting? No. He'd get stomped on by Robert Plant or Jimmy Page. The drummer moved around more than he did. I mean, that's all I have to say about Joel.
I mean, he gave me a bunch of flack after the show about sitting down. Sitting down with bare feet. I mean, come on. Wasn't that supposed to be my trademark or something like that? You know?
Ian, he smelled bad. I suppose through all the recording process and the stress and just late nights of sitting there recording night after night, hour after hour after hour, he just forgot completely about his personal hygiene. I reminded him constantly. I was like, Ian, I know we really want to get this done. We want to put this out before the show. We want the world to hear us, but you reek. You need to watch yourself.
The breakup of the ALF was a very tough time for me. I fell into a bit of a depression.
It really went downhill. I hate to say this, but Ian is he's a fake. His Asianness, I'd say it's only a quarter. He says half. But, little known fact, Koreans aren't really that Asian. They're an offshoot of the French. They're just the small. They are proud. I would say this for him. He is proud to be a quarter Korean French. Or French.
Well, it hasn't been too hard for me after we broke up. I mean, it was fun, but I don't even like spooning. These guys just spoon it. Oh, except for Joel. He doesn't even stand.
I just recently finished a book. Coping with Changes. Crappy band members. It just, it helped me vent. And I've learned some different techniques to, fix this. Just a picture of me. And just the back. So far, I've sold about 100,000 copies. And this is the second day it's been out.
I actually read Nick's book after Dr. Nick. I read that, and it had some good stuff in it.
I'm out. I'm currently working on a book. It's called Spooning and You. It'll be available in most bookstores in September. And I'm also working on a solo project. It's called
Ian has started his own band named Ian. I haven't heard his stuff, but I think just to be nice, I'll buy his CD. I probably will listen to it about once, but I'll buy it. I also heard he's writing a book. That's neat.
And the other thing I didn't like, this really turned me off from the band. This really made the breakup a great day. Was that if you listen to the CD, all the drums in the CD are done on computer. I didn't even help record.
They're pretty much jerks. They're like all these rock stars. And I'm just a studio bassist guy, and they just called me in just because their bass player is a loser, basically. That's what they're telling me.
Overall, I think the band was a success. But I think in the end it was best that we broke up.
I was the manager of the ALF, as they like to call it. I didn't like the name to begin with. Nobody really knew who I was. Nobody even knew I was the manager. I bet you this is the first time you're hearing it. We had our bad times. I think they were mostly bad times. But there were good times. Not a lot. I think if you look at it in retrospective, it is a good thing that we broke up.
This is World's Deadliest Gang Beatings, the show where we take pride in showing other people's pain.